Hey, what's going on guys, it's Butterbar here, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about kill streaks. Now, in my opinion, I feel like some of the kill streaks in this game are just in a very terrible spot. I feel like for some of the kill streaks in this game you have to work really hard, get a lot of kills, a lot of points to actually be able to unlock, are very easy to counter in this game. Now, I imagine that is the way that Treyarch is wanting to intend it right now, but for me, somebody that has played Modern Warfare games, has been playing all these different types of games and having fun with all the different kill streaks, I feel like up until this point, this game has the easiest counter kill streaks previously to any other Call of Duty game. So I wanted to give you guys my opinion on where I see each kill streak at right now, let you guys know what I like about it, what I don't like about it. Some of these I actually don't have an opinion about just because I feel like they're really great where they're at, but for some of these things I'm just looking at Treyarch like, man, you guys, you got to do something about the kill streaks, because I know a lot of people, not just myself, but a lot of people out there play this game just to use the kill streak. So let's get on into it. So first off, let's talk about the dart. Now the dart is 450 or 350 with ComSec to actually unlock. I don't actually have a big opinion about the dart because I feel like the dart is actually kind of in a great spot. It actually has a really good damage, you know, explosive range, and you can be able to fly it. The only thing I wish that you could be able to do is actually invert the flying mechanics to where you'd actually fly it like an actual airplane. You don't have that right now in the game, but as something to actually improve the dart, that is one thing it would actually add to it. Now onto the RC car. Now this is RC car is 500 and 400 for ComSec, and that is 5 or 4 kills whether you're running the ComSec or not. And I would have to say 4 or 5 kills in this game. That is, man. In any other previous Call of Duty game, you are either calling in a UAV, a counter UAV, a care package, whatever, and in this game, you're calling in an RC car. Now, I get it. RC cars can be kind of annoying at times, but I have to say the RC car is actually in a really great spot besides the fact of how long it takes to unlock it. The RC car should not be a 5 kill unlock kill streak. I mean, previously in other Call of Duty games, it was either a 2 or a 3. I feel like that's a really great spot to see where it's at. So, to me, in my opinion, you know, the RC car, for it being a kill streak, does a really great job. Being able to unlock it is another. Now on to the UAV. Now the UAV is either 550 or 450 with ComSec, and I have to say, God bless America, just like the RCXD, man, you have to get either 4 or 5 kills in this game to actually unlock a UAV. Now, in previous Call of Duty games, it only took about 3 kills to get to the UAV. I don't know why, with times are changing, UAVs cost more and more money. Now, or more and more points, and to me, my opinion about this is that no way in the world it should actually cost that high in points in this game. For how easy it actually is to take out a UAV and how easy it's to counter with ghosts, you don't actually see too many people on the radar when you're using the UAV. So for it being a 4 to 5 kill streak, I just feel like it's in a terrible spot, and really would love to see it bump down and score, because I don't know, man, for something that's this easily countered with either Ghost or a well-placed rocket or the Titan with FMJ2, I feel like it's just not that great of a spot for the UAV to be. Next up is the care package. Now, I feel like the care package, I think, should be dropped in score right now. It's 600 or 500. Again, 5 or 6 kills for a care package. Maybe maybe before the care package was actually nerfed. Well, I guess, it was buffed and nerfed in some cases. Buffed in the fact that it actually you're receiving it faster, but nerfed into what you're actually getting in that care package. Again, I feel like 5 or 6 kills is actually stretching it for how many kills you should actually get in order to get care package. Again, in previous Call of Duty games, it was a lot less for you to get a care package. It was either 3 or 4 kills, maybe even 5 kills in some of the Call of Duty games, but in this game, I mean, if you're somebody that's not running ComSec to buy 600, that is, hot damn, that is stretching. Next up, the counter UAV. Now again, just like the UAV, I feel like the counter UAV is just, it's way overpriced, man, way overpriced. 5 or 6 kills, again, for a counter UAV that is also just taken out just as easily as the UAV, but is also, so for the UAV, you actually get 75 points for taking a UAV out, but a counter UAV, you get 100 points for taking it out. So again, for some people that are running the counter UAV, it's actually very effective when you're running in core modes, but again, it's very easily to counter, and for how many points you actually need to unlock it, Man, you gotta drop these prices because that is ridiculous of how many kills you need to get or how much points you need to make up to actually unlock a very easily countered UAV. Now, the lightning strike. Now, I will say about the lightning strike, it's either, so look at the points, it's a 850 or 600 with ComSec device. Now, I will give you my personal opinion, 600, that should be, like I'm telling you right now, I think that should be closer to 600 for the base cost of the lightning strike. The lightning strike, again, it's hit or miss. I mean, you get those split seconds of being able to see, what it looks like on the battlefield where you can actually place your points where you think enemies are going to be at. But sometimes you don't actually get a kill with the lightning strike. So I feel like the lightning strike is very pointless to use in this game. And especially for how high of a kill streak it is and how high you actually get to unlock it. You either have to get 8 kills or 8 or 9 kills or just 6 kills with ComSec. It's still, to me, for how easy it is to just kind of be like, okay, you know what, the lightning airstrike is being called in, I'm going to run inside. And for how many kills you actually get with the lightning strike, for how high it is, you have to get to unlock it. It's just, I don't know. To me, I feel like the lightning strike should be a lot less in this game for what its capabilities are. Now the sentry gun. Alright, so right now, with my loadout of kill streaks, I'm either running the sentry gun or the drone squad. I will tell you right now, I'll give you my personal opinion about the drone squad later on, but with the sentry gun, it is just unreliable as sometimes a drone squad can be. So right now, it's either 900 or 700 points to unlock the sentry gun. That's not 7 to 9 kills. You're stretching between how many kills you need to get to how much score you can get with your perks and your abilities. To me, again, for how the sentry sometimes can be unreliable with taking out targets, because sometimes it actually takes a while for the sentry to actually lock on to people, but also doesn't deal a whole lot of damage when it finally actually acquires somebody. And to me, it's very easily countered. You get FMJ on it, FMJ2, and it's easily destroyed in this game for it being a 7 to 9 kill streak. I mean, I feel like the sentry gun does need to be buffed up. Definitely needs to be lowered down for at least how easy it takes to take it out. But for me, the sentry I feel like is just in a terrible spot. And RIP. The only sentry I really remember is Modern Warfare 2. That sentry was a beast. And poor sentries have kind of gone downhill ever since. Now the Hellstorm. Now we actually saw a nerf to the Hellstorm for how many points you actually need to get to unlock it. Now nerf, I mean, actually increase the points of how much it takes to actually unlock this thing. So right now it's sitting at 950 or 750 with ComSec. That's again 7 to 9, maybe even 10 kills to unlock a Hellstorm missile. Now a Hellstorm missile is pretty much like a juiced up Predator missile from Modern Warfare 2 days, but again, sometimes you can actually miss your shots. Sometimes you can actually miss, locking onto people. And again, you should not have to be stretching it to 7 to 10 kills to just get pretty much a juiced up Predator missile strike in this game. So again, if they want to, kind of cut it down to maybe 6, 7 kills to use a Hellstorm missile, I think it'd be great to kind of bump it back down to where it was at right now. But for me, to see that thing, to see you have to get so many kills, so much points to actually unlock this thing, to me, I just feel like the Hellstorm, again, is in a terrible spot right now. Now on to the drone squad. Now I feel like the drone squad is probably the inconsistent kill streak in this game, because I feel like sometimes I will die and my kill streak, my drone squads are just flying around and watching the dude that just shot me, and I'm just like, drone squad, you helping me out here, man? What, like, you just standing around, you just watching around? So for me, looking at this thing and it taking 10 kills, 8 kills with ComSec, to me, sometimes the drone squad is really great. Sometimes it's juiced up, shooting everybody left and right. And then there's other times where I will literally have somebody in my face and the drone squad is just kind of flying around, like doing its own thing, not like caring at all in the world. So the drone squad, for how unreliable it can be at sometimes, I definitely would love to see its point structure kind of get dipped down a little bit. Maybe I don't know, maybe 900, 800 being the around that being the base number that you actually have to get the drone squad. I feel like right now it's still a little too high for how inconsistent it can be sometimes, but also too, it can also be really good. So again, I'm kind of iffy on where I see the drone squad at. I've used ComSec quite a bit, so it's not that big of a deal, but again, I would love to see it drop down a bit just because of that inconsistency. Now next up is the Sniper's Nest. Now the Sniper Nest, man, when the game first released was really bad. Sometimes it would just not acquire anybody and you not get a whole lot of kills with the Sniper Nest. Ever since the buff a couple of updates ago, it's been really great. I have to say, I'm not actually complaining too much about where it's at right now. It's 1050 or 850 with ComSec. And I have to say, you know what, I maybe would like to see it maybe lowered, the point structure just lowered down just a little bit, maybe to 800 with ComSec, maybe 950 with just the regular score. But right now it's actually a very powerful kill streak, and I like seeing where it's at. But when it comes to, you know, later on talking about the attack chopper, again, you know, for how powerful that is, but I feel like it's way too high up there, like just kind of ridiculous of how many points you need to actually get to unlock the attack chopper. Again, I would love to see these things brought down to where they were more accessible, more people could actually use these kill streaks, and they would not be so easily to be taken down. Again, Sniper Nest, you know, you're needing, you know, 8, 9, 10, maybe even 11 kills, and somebody with FMJ2 or you know, 3 rockets into that Sniper Nest, your kill streak is done. It's over. It's game over. You got to go start over and earn another kill streak. So again, I would love to see some things change for some of these things that are really high up to get to, for how strong they are to different counters in the game. Alrighty, now onto the Mantis. And again, the Mantis is kind of, I see it just like the drone squad. Sometimes it can be inconsistent. Sometimes it can be just a juggernaut going through the game, just blasting people left and right as it's going through either objectives or spawn points. It's definitely a machine to go against. But sometimes, on the other hand, I've definitely seen it where either my Mantis doesn't deploy because it gets stuck on some type of overpass, or it gets stuck, you know, dropping in and maybe doesn't even release out of the box, or sometimes it just drops and just doesn't move, and you have to either move it yourself, or you just, well, hopefully, you know, the Mantis will figure it out later on. Hopefully the AI controlling it will move along. But right now where it's sitting at 1100 or 900, you know what, again, I would love to see that dip down a little bit in points. I would love to see it lower down, maybe 800, maybe 850, I don't know, around that range. Again, for sometimes it being really inconsistent with how many times it actually gets stuck, or how devastating it can be sometimes. I do like the Mantis. I think it's a great kill streak. It's really cool to control. But again, with how inconsistent it is, just like the drone squad, I would love to see it lowered down in points just so you would actually get some use out of it. Especially, again, like I said with the Sniper Nest, some of these kill streaks are very easily countered with some of the things in the game. So for how easily it's countered, maybe lower the score. That way it's not, you know, if you're going to keep the kill streaks, I guess, where they're at right now, with how weak they are, I would definitely lower the score, just because I feel like that'd be kind of fair across the board. So on to the Thresher, or the Warthog, like it was in the beta. So the Thresher right now is a 1200 or 950 kill streak. Again, this is another kill streak. I would love to, pretty much across the board, I would love to see these points kind of move down to where it wasn't so high of kills, how high of points you would actually get. But again, the Thresher is one of those kill streaks where, you know, sometimes you call it in and it doesn't hit a damn thing, and then sometimes it just devastates the entire team. So to me, for how inconsistent it is, if it actually, so this is the thing, if it actually took out other kill streaks, if it took out, you know, UAVs, attack choppers on the enemy team as it flew through, totally agree with how high it is. I would totally be down with how much score you need to unlock to actually get this thing if it countered other kill streaks. Right now, I don't think it actually does counter any kill streaks. It just goes after players on the battlefield, and to me, honestly, it should not be that high if it's going to be inconsistent and not hit players all the time. Now on to the devastating attack chopper. The attack chopper right now is sitting at 1,300 and 1,000 points with ComSec. Now the attack chopper was actually lower. I think it was actually, man, was it like a 900, 950, somewhere around there type of kill streak when it came into the game? And I will say right now, the attack chopper, when the game first started, again, wasn't that great. When it got a buff, it was insane. This attack chopper wasn't insane. It was terrible to deal with when you are, you know, just kind of learning about the game, learning about everything that's going in. And it's definitely a devastating kill streak. It's probably one of the most devastating kill streaks in the game. However, it is very easy to counter. It cold-blooded. 3 rockets, FMJ2. This thing can be shot out of the sky immediately when it's actually flown in and somebody's being aware about what's coming in. So again, how high it is in the score. Again, I would love to be it lowered, or either that, buff up the kill streaks. Again, this should go across the board. If you're gonna have the points be this high, make them harder to counter. Attack chopper being one of those things. Make it either more armored, you know, being able to, you know, harder to shoot down, whatever that is. It is, again, a score streak that is high in score, but again, it's very easily countered in the game, and I would love to see the attack chopper buffed. And one way or the other, if you're going to keep the points the way it is right now, definitely buff up that armor, make it a little bit harder to actually shoot this thing down. Again, 10 kills to 13 kills, it's very overpriced for how easily it is countered. Alrighty, the strike team. So so the strike team right now is sitting at 1350 or 1050, and I will tell you right now, man, those points definitely need to be lowered. I will tell you right now, I did not think it was possible to actually shoot down a helicopter that was carrying in a strike team. I will tell you right now, I was raging the first time that my strike team got shot down out of the sky. And I was wondering, like, I haven't seen my strike team drop. Where the hell are they at? And then the teammate tells me, yeah, no, the helicopter got destroyed. I'm sorry, what? For how high I have to actually unlock these damn things? These guys, they got shot out of the sky and didn't even deploy to the battlefield? Treyarch, this is the thing I'm talking about. These things, like the strike team, being that high, you need 10 kills, 13, 14 kills to actually unlock this kill streak, and how it's countered even before they can even actually drop out of the helicopter. That is insane. That should not be happening for how high of a kill streak it is. And again, there are some actual easy counters when it comes to the strike team once they're deployed. You know, anything that has high caliber 1, high caliber 2. The Mozu has a great counter with the head splitter. So again, there's ways to counter the strike team that's on the ground, which I don't really have too much of a problem with. But the problem I have is being able to destroy the strike team's helicopter even before it dropping in. For somebody that's earning this kill streak, working their ass off to get up to this highest kill streak, and it being countered even before they can land in the battlefield, huge problem with it. Terrible problem with it. So again, if it's something that's easily countered, drop the score. But if you're going to keep it the way it is, man, just protect the strike team. Send in attack choppers to guard that helicopter. I don't care, but do something to where the strike team has a fighting chance to actually at least deploy in the battlefield for, again, how high the price is. Now, finally, for the last kill streak, we have the gunship, the AC-130. I know some people are calling it something different. To me, it looks like an AC-130. So, AC-130 gunner, it's a 1600 or 1350 with ComSec. And again, you know, I don't have too much of a problem, I guess, for where the score streak's at right now. But looking back in Modern Warfare 2, it was only 11 kills to get up to the gunship. It wasn't anything too difficult, nothing too stressful, and it was still a devastating kill streak. Everybody had a lot of fun going up for that kill streak, being able to unlock it. So to see it in this game, 16 kills if you're not running ComSec. Oh my god. And I'll tell you this, in my personal experience using the gunship as a kill streak, definitely enjoyed using it, but oh my god, I have never seen so many rockets in my life. Just the enemy team, just all of a sudden, just everybody spawning in with rockets is definitely insane to see, and it's also sometimes hard to take out players. I wish they would highlight a little bit earlier. I know cold-blooded is definitely a counter, but again, somebody that's working their ass off to get, you know, 13, 14, 16, 17 kills, how many kills it needs to get up to the gunship. Again, that player needs to be rewarded with that gunship, but also too, you know, he needs to be rewarded for being able to use it and be very effective in the gunship. I know there's a lot of maps in this game where using that gunship, you ain't getting no kills just because of how much stuff is actually in the map that's giving a lot of cover to players. So again, reward the player that's getting up to these high kill streaks. Again, if you're going to keep these points so high, reward the player being able to get multiple kills. If you're going to keep the gunship on where it's at, definitely lower that score, man. Lower that score to where, again, the gunship can be shot down if the enemy team is paying attention, trying to shoot it down. Very easily countered with cold-blooded and a couple of rockets. And to me, you know, for how many maps there are in this game that have, you know, debris or buildings or whatever that are in the way, in the line of sight of this gunship, again, is another counter all in itself just because of the way the maps are designed. So, again, gunship, if you're going to keep it at the score it is, definitely buff up the gunship. If you're not, keep the gunship the way it is and lower that score down to make it a little bit more fair. Well, guys, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about with the kill streaks. Again, I'm not a huge fan of where the kill streaks are right now, especially, too, with what Treyarch has done and actually lowering how many points you get with kill streaks. It was at 25 right now. It's at 10 right now. It definitely is a pain in the ass to go after and get other kill streaks, being able to unlock these other kill streaks and go on a chain, unlike in other Call of Duties where it was really easy. In this game, it's very difficult at sometimes, and to me, for where the kill streaks are at and being able to be countered very easily, to me, I just don't know why they were lowered in points from 25 to 10. So I just don't like it. In my opinion, I do not like where the kill streaks are at right now for the points thing. I don't like it at all. So guys, I would love to know from you guys, what is your opinion on all the kill streaks? Let me know down in the comments below, and do you like it all, at least, you know, in your opinion, where do you think the kill streaks are at right now in this game? Just like other Call of Duty games. Compare this to, you know, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, other games that, you know, in the series that have multiple different kill streaks. I would love to know your guys' opinion on where this game sets at with its kill streak. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please drop me a like. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you guys all next time.